Yo, what's going on? It's Greg Santos, and welcome to the Outlier Circle. If this is your first time joining me here today, I help isolated outliers who lack a powerful network of mentors and ambitious peers, and I help you build a world-class network filled with 7, 8, 9-figure business owners, filled with really ambitious people who want to take their life to the next level and help you become financially independent so that way you can travel the world as you please and really live life with no limits. And you can do it with amazing people who are invested in your journey, you're invested in their journey. Everybody gets better together, and man, is that an amazing way to live. If that sounds like you, hit that subscribe button below. I'm also gonna be dropping some more super hot fire, so make sure you hit that notifications button. That way you get notified every time a super hot fire video drops. You can be one of the first people to watch it. You can apply it and change your life. Now, one thing that has helped me attract mentors, I have 6 mentors in my life. 2 of them, I have 7-figure businesses, and another 2 have 8-figure businesses. Now, the interesting thing here is, they're all have their hands in the pie somehow, right? They're all helping me out little by little, and they're more than happy to help get me to the next level. Here's the interesting thing, right? I think a lot of people have this misconception that you have to already be somebody in order to get mentorship, or like they have to see how you can add value to them, which is part of it, right? And you can watch more videos on my channel, talking about how you can get value. But the thing is, it's not like I had a 7-figure business and I have this big list of clients that I can send their way or anything like that. I actually made quite a few of these connections before I had a business. Actually, 3 out of 4 of them were involved in my life before I ever had a business. So you don't have to have a business or have a huge amount of success to make connections with these people and to get mentorship from these people. And the thing is, and I got this from my business partner. I really love she said that. She goes, it's not what I do, it's who I am. That's why they were so invested in me. And there's certain things that successful people look for. There's certain principles that are true that successful people embody, that they can tell whether or not you are on that same path. And it's like, okay, like you have your head on straight. Because again, people like people who are like them. And if you can see somebody who displays certain characteristics that they displayed, that they had when they were in their 20s, or even their early 30s or late teens, whatever it is, and they feel like there's a part of them that's in you, man, are they gonna wanna be part of your journey? They're gonna wanna help you out as much as they can, because they're a rare person. It's not like somebody accidentally stumbles upon a bunch of success. It requires a lot of sacrifice. It requires a lot of doubt. It requires a lot of overcoming. It requires sacrifice, loss of sleep, loss of relationships, loss of the social life, so many different things. And when they can see and sense that you have that same drive that they had, they're like, someone like me who's just early in the journey, I'm more than happy to help them out along the way. Now, I want to talk about a specific concept that I think about all the time. Today I was on a coaching call with a couple people in my mastermind, and one of my clients was saying, Greg, I want to go to sleep earlier. I want to go to bed at 10:30, but right now I'm going to sleep around 12:30, and it's tough to go to bed at 10:30 because sometimes I'll be hanging out, just chilling out, and I'll have some friends that hit me up and say, hey man, let's go out, let's go eat dinner, or let's go hang out with some friends, or whatever it is. And now he has to make a decision, like should I go? Like I want to do that, and so I'll go, right? So he'll step over his bedtime to go hang out with some friends, and they hang out, have a good time, have some fun in life, and then he goes to bed at 12:30. And he was asking me like, how do you stay so disciplined? Because I know you go to sleep like at 8:30. I actually wake up at 3:50 literally every single day. And he's like, how do you go to sleep like at 8:30? And I said, man, this is how I live my life, man, where I have a specific goal that I have in mind, and I want this goal so bad. And I know in order for me to achieve this goal, where I have a successful business, where I'm able to travel around the world, I'm financially independent, I can live anywhere I want, and I'm able to do exactly what I want and have, freedom to do whatever I want. I have a specific time frame of when I want to accomplish that. And I told him, I said, look, I said, this is what I want. And the only way that I can get there is if I wake up consistently at 4 o'clock, or I'm up by 4 o'clock in the morning every single day, literally every single day. I don't take the weekends off, anything. Only way I can achieve that goal is if I wake up and I get my day started on the right foot and I can be productive and I can just crush everything in the beginning of the day. Because if I wait till later in the day to get stuff done, my willpower is going to be depleted. I want to talk to my family. I want to, just like, there's so many distractions. If I wake up and there's a million distractions already, it's hard for me to get into my meditation. It's hard for me to journal because my focus is split. So I have to wake up earlier. So I beat everybody who wakes up. I beat everybody because everybody's asleep. I'm able to think in silence. I'm able to meditate. I'm able to write down my goals. I'm able to do all these different things and get a head start on my day. So I start off on the right foot. And all that's only possible if I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I told him, it starts with going to bed at 8:30 because I tell myself, if I am not in bed by 8:30, like that, like I don't compromise that, because literally the only way that I can achieve my dreams, the only way I can achieve my wildest goals is if I'm in bed by 8:30 every night. That's the only way. It's not waking up at 4 o'clock that's gonna get me there. It's going to bed by 8:30, because going to bed by 8:30 allows me to wake up at 4 o'clock with enough rest to be productive throughout my day. Does that make sense? So I told him, look, I am so focused on my specific thing that I don't compromise that. I don't sleep late on Christmas. I don't sleep late on Thanksgiving. I don't sleep late on birthdays. Like, I am in bed at 8:30 no matter what, unless there's something that requires my attention and energy for my business, or there's a family emergency. Those are the only two reasons why I would ever go to bed past 8:30. There's no other reason for me to be up past that hour, because nothing's more important. He's like, wow. But like, well, what about like socially and all that stuff? And I said, look, dude, I have wrote down in my goals, in January, at that point that, January from the time this is being filmed was 7 months ago. So I'm in August right now as I'm filming this. And I wrote down exactly what I want, how I'm going to get there, and what I'm going to sacrifice. And I told him, I said, look, man, I've already made the decision that I'm willing to be single for the next 4 to 5 years if I have to be in order to reach my goals. I'm okay with that. I've already made that decision to sacrifice. And he goes, wow, man, that's really crazy. So here's the thing. Here's a point that I'm making here, is that in order to achieve a huge amount of success, you have to really boil down what you want and put all of your focus in that one specific thing. So my thing is no social life, no dating, none of that. It's only business. Business, and also, hanging out with my family, making my family laugh, having a good time. Of course, I'm still building my network, and I'm doing that through my podcast. I'm doing that through my morning hustlers. So it's an easy way to build my network without me spending too much time doing that. But here's the thing, right? It's like, a lot of people think, I want to have an awesome dating life. I also want to have a successful business. I also want to get good at persuasion and sales. I also want to get good at whatever it is. I also want to read these books. And they put so much on their plate, and they tell themselves a lie that they can do it all. And you can. Thing is, you can do it all, right? But you're going to be very average or mediocre or below average if you keep spreading out your focus too thin. When you meet somebody and they're hyper-focused and they say, all I care about is this is where I'm going, straight line, that's it, you can't budge me, I'm on my mission, that is the characteristics that a successful person embodies. Kobe Bryant, when he was drafted into the NBA, that same night, people, when they get drafted into the NBA, you got to think about that. That is a big life accomplishment, especially if you never had anyone who made it into the NBA, prior to you. And here you are, now you are able to play sports professionally and you're going to make millions of dollars. And that's like a big moment, right? In someone's life where you work so hard throughout your childhood, middle school, high school. And here you are, you make it into the NBA, and that calls for a celebration, right? Not for Kobe. Kobe went to the gym and he played basketball. He worked out. I think he made 1,000 shots that night instead of celebrating. That's focus. He only cared about becoming the greatest, becoming better, having more rings than Michael Jordan. That's all he cared about. That's all he put his focus towards. Kobe wasn't focused on the clout and, also going, and being in movies and all these different things. Kobe's like, this is it, basketball, everything else, no. Focus, and guess what? Because of that, Kobe is one of the greatest basketball players to ever live, because he put all of his focus into one thing. And you can't fake that, because you can tell by how someone talks and by the way they make and how they talk about the decisions that they made and the way they live their life. You can tell a lot about them based on the language that they use and how they talk about their life, and they aren't even aware of it. And when someone who's successful can pick up on that, man, do you have a higher chance of making a connection, because you have the hyper focus. You have to sacrifice. You can't have it all. There's no way you can have it all. This whole idea of having balance in your life, no way. I'd rather go deep into one specific thing and become excellent than to be average at a bunch of different things, across the board. You're not gonna like excellence requires that you put all of your focus, time, and energy into that one specific thing and be obsessed with it. Successful people are very obsessed, and they're willing to make those sacrifices. And I really mean that. I'm really, truly committed to being single for the next 4 to 5 years, if that's what it takes. I'm committed to not hanging out with, old friends for 4 to 5 years, if that's what it takes. I'm okay with that. I'm willing to sacrifice my entire 20s if I have to put all my focus into my business and grow my business so that way I can live the life that I want to. Likely it's probably gonna happen sooner than that. Who knows what the trajectory will be? I don't know. All I know is I'm moving at rapid speed into one direction, and successful people pick up on that and they wanna be part of that journey. Man, do they love to see that. They love to see that hunger, because they are hungry. They were hungry when they were our age, and it separates you from the rest of the people, okay? So think about, what do you have to cut out? You can't have it all. What's very important to you? What must you have? You don't get what you want, you get what you have to have. I have to have a successful business that allows me to travel the world. I have to. Otherwise, what am I doing with my life? There's no way I can, ever be an employee. I'm not employable. I'm not someone who likes to listen to orders and filters myself. Like, fuck that. I don't want any of that. I just want this specific thing, and that's what I'm gonna put all my time, effort, and energy into, and it's very attractive to people who also live their life that way, because people like people who are like them, right? Commit to one thing. You decide exactly what that is. If you don't know what it is, pull out your journal and write with no distractions. If you have to stay up later for your family to go to sleep, so be it. If you have to wake up earlier for when your family is asleep, so be it. If you have to go to a hotel to be away from everybody, do it. Airbnb. If you have to sit in your car to be away from everybody, do it. No distractions. Figure out exactly what you want, write it down, and go for it relentlessly. If you got some value from this video, hit that subscribe button below. I know you got some value from this video. This was fire, wasn't it? Hit that notification bell as well so you can get some more super hot fire videos that are coming out soon. And in the meantime, make sure you do exactly what I say, because look, I have 6 mentors. I'm telling you, 2 of them have a 7-figure business and the other 2 have an 8-figure business. It doesn't happen by accident. It happens very intentionally, and they can pick up on that. It's something that you cannot fake. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, make it a great day.